Mike Tyson is one of the most iconic figures in boxing history, known for his ferocious fighting style, intimidating presence, and record-breaking achievements. Born on June 30, 1966, in Brooklyn, New York, Tyson grew up in a difficult environment surrounded by crime and poverty. His early life was marked by hardship and frequent run-ins with the law, but his life took a turn when he was introduced to boxing while in a juvenile detention center. Tyson's potential was quickly recognized by boxing trainer Cus D'Amato, who became his mentor and father figure. Under D'Amato's guidance, Tyson developed the famous peekaboo style, which emphasized head movement, tight defense, and explosive counterpunching. His combination of speed, power, and aggression made him an unstoppable force in the ring. By 1986, at just 20 years old, Mike Tyson became the youngest heavyweight champion in history after defeating Trevor Berbick. His rise was meteoric. Tyson unified all major heavyweight titles and became the undisputed champion, dominating opponents with ease. His knockout power and fierce persona earned him the nickname Iron Mike. Tyson's success, however, was followed by personal struggles. After the death of Cus D'Amato, Tyson's life became unstable. Problems outside the ring, legal issues, management conflicts, and his highly publicized personal life began to overshadow his career. In 1992, he was sentenced to prison, which temporarily halted his boxing journey. Despite these setbacks, Tyson made a comeback in the mid-1990s, winning several fights and regaining 2 heavyweight titles. Yet, he was never quite the same. His later career was marked by ups and downs, including his infamous 1997 fight against Evander Holyfield, where he bit Holyfield's ear, an event that shocked the world. Even so, Mike Tyson remains one of the most recognized and studied athletes in sports history. His story represents both the power of discipline and the dangers of fame. Tyson's influence goes beyond boxing. He became a cultural symbol of raw strength, fear, and human complexity. Today, Tyson is often seen as a figure of redemption. He has rebuilt his image, reflecting openly on his past mistakes and personal growth. From a troubled youth to a global icon, Mike Tyson's journey is a powerful reminder of how talent and turmoil can coexist in the making of a legend. In the world of boxing, where raw power and explosive knockouts often grab the headlines, there's a fighter who stands apart, a master of the sweet science in its purest form. His name is Terence "Bud" Crawford, and he is arguably the most technically complete boxer of our generation. Welcome back to our channel, and today, we're diving deep into the story of the modern master of precision. Born on September 28, 1987 in Omaha, Nebraska, Terence Crawford's journey to the pinnacle of boxing wasn't paved with the glitz and glamour of big city gyms. Instead, his path was carved out of hard work, relentless discipline, and an unshakable belief in his own abilities. Rising from a small-town background, Crawford's success story is a testament to the idea that greatness isn't defined by where you come from, but by the fire you carry within. Crawford's boxing journey began when he was just a kid. From the very start, it was clear he was different. Gifted with lightning-fast reflexes and a natural ring intelligence that you just can't teach, he quickly built a reputation as a smart, tactical fighter. He wasn't just throwing punches, he was solving a puzzle, and he could adapt his style to dismantle any opponent who stood in his way. One of his most legendary attributes, and a nightmare for his opponents, is his ability to switch stances. Effortlessly, he can shift from an orthodox to a southpaw stance and back again, completely disrupting his rival's rhythm and game plan. This ambidextrous skill makes him one of the most unpredictable and defensively sound fighters in the sport. How do you prepare for a guy who can fight you equally well from both sides? The short answer is, you can't. The world truly started to take notice in 2014. Crawford traveled to Scotland to face Ricky Burns for the WBO lightweight title. In hostile territory, he put on a boxing clinic, outclassing the champion and claiming his first world title. But for Crawford, that was just the beginning. His career skyrocketed from there. He moved up in weight, dominating every division he entered. He became one of the very few boxers in history to achieve the status of an undisputed champion in 2 different weight classes. First at light welterweight and then in spectacular fashion at welterweight. So what truly separates Bud Crawford from the pack? It's his mind. His ring IQ is off the charts. He doesn't go in there looking for a one-punch knockout relying on brute force. Instead, he's a strategist, a chess master in a 20 by 20 foot ring. He patiently breaks his opponents down round by round. He studies their movements, analyzes their habits, and then, with surgical precision, he times his attacks. He'll make you miss, and he'll make you pay. His defensive awareness, his razor-sharp counterpunching, and his almost inhuman composure under pressure make him one of the most dangerous fighters to ever step through the ropes. He lures you into his game, and by the time you realize you're in his world, it's already too late. Every great fighter has a defining moment, a fight that cements their legacy. For Terence Crawford, that moment arrived in 2023. He was set to face Errol Spence Jr., another undefeated, unified champion, in one of the most anticipated welterweight showdowns in decades. The boxing world was split. Many experts predicted a 50-50 fight, a back-and-forth war in Avacia. But what happened Xiaofei that night was not a fight. It was a coronation. From the opening bell, Crawford delivered an absolute masterclass. He was faster, sharper, and stronger. He dominated Spence from start to finish, dropping him multiple times before the referee finally stopped the fight in the 9th round. It was a flawless performance, a display of boxing brilliance that left the entire world speechless. With that victory, Crawford not only became the first ever male undisputed welterweight champion in the 4-belt era, but also solidified his place among the all-time greats. He proved in Avacia that he was on a level all by himself. Now you might expect a fighter of his caliber to have a larger-than-life personality, soaked in the flashy lifestyle that often comes with a championship pedigree. But that's not Terence Crawford. Outside the ring, he's known for his quiet confidence and humble nature. He stays close to his roots in Omaha, Nebraska, choosing to focus on his family and his training rather than the limelight. He's a family man, a pillar of his community, and a role model. But don't let his calm demeanor fool you. Beneath that quiet exterior burns a relentless competitive fire, the kind of spirit that fuels true, undeniable greatness. He doesn't need to shout about how good he is. He lets his gloves do all the talking. Terence Crawford's story is a beautiful illustration of intelligence, patience, and precision. He represents the evolution of modern boxing, a perfect fusion of power, technique, and mental fortitude. In an era where trash talk and showmanship often overshadow skill, Crawford is a powerful reminder that true mastery comes from a deep understanding of the craft, from focus, adaptability, and pure, unadulterated boxing brilliance. He's not just a champion, he's an artist, and the boxing ring is his canvas. What do you guys think? Is Terence Crawford the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in Avacia? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this look into the career of a modern master, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into the world of boxing. We'll see you in the next one. In the world of boxing, some names echo through history, but few resonate with the power, humility, and heart of Manny Pacquiao. He is more than just a fighter. He is a symbol of hope, a testament to the power of the human spirit, and a true champion of the people. This is the story of how a young boy from the streets of the Philippines rose to become one of the greatest legends the sport has ever known. Born on December 17, 1978, in the small town of Kibawe, Bukidnon, Manny Pacquiao's early life was a daily struggle for survival. He grew up in extreme poverty, one of 6 children in a family that often didn't know where their next meal would come from. To help his family, a young Manny sold bread on the streets and shined shoes. Life was tough, but it was in these hardships that he forged the resilience and determination that would define his future. He discovered boxing as a way out, a path to a better life. And from the moment he first laced up a pair of gloves, he poured every ounce of his being into the sport. It was a decision that would not only change his destiny, but also inspire a nation. At just 16 years old and weighing a mere 106 pounds, Manny Pacquiao turned professional. Looking at this small, almost frail teenager, few could have imagined the history he was about to make. But what he lacked in size, he more than made up for in heart and explosive power. In his early days, he was raw, relying on pure aggression and a devastating left hand. But it was this raw talent that caught the eye of the boxing world. He wasn't just fighting for himself. He was fighting for his family, carrying their hopes on his young shoulders with every punch he threw. His journey from a hungry kid fighting for a few pesos to a rising star was nothing short of miraculous, a preview of the greatness that was yet to come. The turning point in Pacquiao's career came when he moved to the United States and walked into the Wildcard Boxing Club in Hollywood, California. There, he met the legendary trainer Freddie Roach. Their partnership would become one of the most iconic in boxing history. Roach saw the raw diamond in Pacquiao and began to polish it. He transformed Manny from a one-dimensional brawler into a complete, two-fisted tactical genius. Under Roach's guidance, Pacquiao's footwork became a blur, his angles became bewildering, and his right hand became just as dangerous as his legendary left. He developed an unparalleled combination of blistering speed, relentless pressure, and devastating power that overwhelmed his opponents. His fighting style was pure excitement, a whirlwind of punches that left audiences and opponents breathless. What truly set Pacquiao apart was his seemingly impossible climb through the weight classes. He defied boxing logic, moving up division after division, yet somehow carrying his speed and power with him. This incredible journey culminated in an achievement that remains unmatched to this day, winning world titles in 8 different weight divisions, from flyweight all the way up to light middleweight. This feat is a testament to his incredible discipline, adaptability, and an iron will to conquer every challenge placed before him. Think about it. From 112 pounds to 154 pounds, winning championships at every stop. It's a record that may never be broken, solidifying his place among the all-time greats. His list of victories reads like a who's who of modern boxing legends. He dismantled Oscar de la Hoya, forcing a living legend to quit on his stool. He delivered a chilling one-punch knockout to Ricky Hatton that sent shockwaves through the sport. He brutalized the bigger, stronger Miguel Cotto in a performance of sheer ferocity. He went to war with his great rival Juan Manuel Marquez in a saga of 4 epic fights that tested every bit of his skill and heart. He also defeated champions like Shane Mosley and Keith Thurman, proving his greatness across multiple generations. With every fight, the entire nation of the Philippines would come to a standstill. Crime rates would drop to 0 as everyone, rich and poor, gathered around screens to watch their hero. For them, Pacquiao wasn't just a boxer, he was their flag, their pride, their hope personified. But Manny Pacquiao's story doesn't end at the ropes of the boxing ring. His impact transcends the sport. Driven by a deep desire to give back to the country he loves, he entered the world of politics, serving as a congressman and later as a senator in the Philippines. He used his platform and his earnings to champion the cause of the poor, funding the construction of homes, schools, and hospitals. His philanthropy is as legendary as his left hook. He never forgot where he came from, and his generosity has touched countless lives, providing opportunities to those who, like him, started with nothing. This commitment to service showcases the heart of a true champion, one who measures success not by belts or bank accounts, but by the positive change he can bring to the world. Through all the fame and success, Pacquiao remained remarkably grounded, often crediting his deep faith in God as the source of his strength and guidance. His humility is one of his most defining traits. In a sport known for its bravado and trash talk, Manny always carried himself with grace and respect, both in victory and in his rare defeats. He showed the world that you can be a ferocious competitor inside the ring and a compassionate, humble human being outside of it. This duality is what makes him so beloved across the globe. He's a warrior with a gentle soul, a global icon who still has the heart of that young boy from Cabawe. Even after his retirement, the legend of Manny Pacquiao continues to inspire. His legacy is not just about the 8 division titles or the historic victories. It's about the journey. It's a story of a boy who dared to dream an impossible dream and, through sheer grit, faith, and an unbreakable will, made it a reality. He proved that greatness isn't determined by your circumstances, but by the size of your heart and the strength of your spirit. He carried the dreams of millions on his back and never once faltered under the weight. He is celebrated not just as one of the greatest fighters to ever live, but as a global humanitarian and a beacon of hope. Manny Pacquiao is, and will forever be, the people's champion. Thank you so much for watching. If you were inspired by Manny Pacquiao's incredible story, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more content about the legends who shape our world. We'd love to hear your favorite Manny Pacquiao moment in the comments below. Until next time, stay inspired.